in this envelope promises to be the solution to what a lot of us don't like to do in the garden, and that's water plants. I paid for this myself. It runs around $15, and this one has an extra leg on it. So this is what comes in the kit. It's just like an erector set, Lego. Put it together. Packet of parts, all very colorful. Not sure why. And then some very basic instructions. Understand you can use 2-liter bottles or 1-liter bottle. Here's the 1-liter bottle. And the way this thing goes is you put a hole in the bottom of the bottle, which turns out to be the top once you put it in one of these things. And surprisingly enough, I thought it actually twisted on, but no, it's just a pressure fit on top like that. So you put a hole in it here. I've got a little spike here. I want to be able to fill this bottle up. So I'm just putting a hole, and that's just to allow the air pressure to escape and you don't create a vacuum in here once you start tapping water off. So I'm going to put a hole in each one of these things. Now, how much does your plants need every day? That's a question, isn't it? If you're going away for a week or 10 days, you want to have just the right amount of water. Not too little, not too much. So you just put your finger over the hole like this, fill it up, and then invert it. It says days of milliliter. There's a little equation here. Number of days, milliliters of water, times seconds. An example, vacation 10 days, you need 1,000 milliliters of water, which is a 1-liter bottle. Then adjust this dripping speed to 1 drip per 43 seconds. And that will last you, according to this equation, 9.95 days. So I guess if you used a 2-liter bottle and you wanted drips every 21 seconds, that would last you 10 days too, with a drip every 21 seconds. So how are we going to test this out? Because this has really gotten high ratings on Amazon, but there are some people that just don't like it. I think setting the gauge is the key part, and you'll have to time that with some sort of timer, and everybody typically has one on a smartphone. So I'll be using that. So let's get the pieces out here and assemble one and see what we're up against. Oh, look at that. It actually comes with a puncture device to puncture the bottle. So you don't even need to buy one of these or use one of these. It actually comes with a spike, which is good. So let's build one of these guys up. Spout here. You push that together like this. This is your little adjustment valve. So that goes in here like this. The older versions of the bottles came like this. And then I guess they were falling over in wind and what have you. So they came up with this little prop leg. And that's the new 2020 version. I'll post down below where I got this. That doesn't stand there very well. And that's your setup. I'm going to use a 1-liter bottle and a 2-liter bottle, and we're actually do some testing with this. All the pictures show that the dripper is above the soil, so I guess that's important. So we'll just put it in here like this. I guess the first thing you need to do is set it. Okay, so we filled this up with exactly, oh man, that's not good. We filled this up with exactly 1 milliliter of water. Now half of it's out of here, but that's okay because we got to figure out the drip rate anyway. Push it on. This is wet soil because it rained the other day, so it's pretty heavy. See, it keeps sinking, and it's tipping over. I'm not sure of what this is going to do. Now, I can't figure out what the drip rate is, but it is sitting stable in the soil. And I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to clog. So let's pull it out. Try to jam this soil down real tight. I guess if you had a root system, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, there's already a clog in the spout. See if we can clear that out. Nope, that's a problem. Pressure wash it. There's the water coming out. Push this in. I imagine dialing in the drops is going to be a major factor in the success of this. And you get as many drops down with the bottle connection, and if this isn't tight, as you get drops there. Let's see what the drop rate is here. Okay, so that's once every 7 seconds. Okay, one thing I've noticed right away is that you really have to push that plastic piece in, this plastic piece right here, all the way in so that it doesn't leak there. And then I've twisted it tight. It's a tedious process waiting for this thing to drip. So maybe you do it really fast rate and then you dial it back. It's very top heavy. It's soil dependent. If your soil is not compacted, it's going to have problems staying up. And this is the 1 liter bottle. This is not even the 2 liter bottle. That's like a drop a second. So let's dial it back here. It's really hard to see the drop. I guess if you had white colored soil, it'd be easy to see the drop. Very sensitive. And that's 1 every 3 seconds. So while I'm waiting for calibration of that drop, I'm going to do this 2 liter bottle. I can pretty much tell. Yeah, that just sinks right down in there, way below the little valve. I guess you could rest it up against the side. So the only thing you're going to be able to use is a 1 liter bottle. You're not going to be able to use a 2 liter bottle. I was really psyched about the 2 liter bottle because I figured you could put twice as much water, and that was some meaningful amount of water for a whole week. 10 days, this amount of water, unless it's like a desert plant. And again, it sinks right down in. This is really compacted soil, and it's still sinking down in there. Another thing I don't like about this is this: once you put a hole in, you got a leaker, right? So every time you move it, it squirts out water. So it's not going to work for the 2 liter bottle. Big disappointment. And it doesn't really work for the 1 liter bottle because it goes right in and clog this hole, and the drip's not going to come out. The spike needs to be thicker, I think, or maybe a 2 or 3 prong kind of thing. And dialing in, I mean, you're just going fractions of a little bit of this gauge, right? So let's put it over there. Okay, that's just drop a second, right? There's no rhyme or reason. You can't like go 10 degrees on this drop and it's gonna stop dropping. It's still dropping 1 a second. Now it's changed. You have to dial this in for every one of them, every plant you have. And then how much does your plant use in a week? Is it 1 liter? 1 liter, really? It doesn't seem like that's enough for most plants. So can I recommend this thing? Not at all. It's $15 for 12 of these guys, and as soon as you get it, you're gonna throw it away. I don't know why it's so highly rated on Amazon. Maybe people are getting free valuations or whatever, so they have to feel good about it. That's why it's really important that I buy these things with my own money, no compensation from anybody, to give you an honest review so that you can save money and not buy ridiculous things like this. So one thing I did learn is that trying to dial in the drip rate on this is so tedious, it kind of makes watering your plants on a daily basis interesting and exciting. So I've changed my whole perspective on watering plants in pots. I'm now excited about it because this product drives me crazy. I was going to test this for like days, and I just don't have the patience for it because I just can't get this drop dialed in fast enough. It's either a drop or it's, you know, it takes forever to dial those in. And I'm not going to do it for 12 plants. I'm not going to do it for 12 of these things. Just run away. Run away as fast as you can from this product. Highly rated on Amazon. There you go. It's not so good. I wouldn't buy it. Again, certainly. I wish I could send it back. Just kind of a $15 loss for me. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in these kind of things, honest evaluations, making and breaking stuff, home repairs, home fixes, all sorts of creations and ideas, cosplay. Check out my channel and please subscribe. You just never know what you're going to see.